What's good, YouTube? It's your boy CJ the Gamer back again with another Madden 23 franchise series live stream, man. So y'all boys saw by the title. We're gonna be continuing the 2027 season, man. We got the beginning of the season. I'm not the beginning of the season, but like you know what I'm saying. We getting to the midpoint of the season, man. You know what I'm saying? We got week 6 through 10 today. We're gonna begin week 10 today, pretty much. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe even week 13 might get extended. Why not? Probably week 10. I ain't gonna lie. Week 10. So yeah, y'all boys, man. How y'all boys doing, man? Good evening, man. I just came from the movie type shit, man. I know I've been going for I ain't streamed for like three or 4 days now. It might be 4 or 5 damn near a week. So, but I know I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a little consistent for y'all. You feel me? But you know, just been busy, man. You know, been really chilling, football, school, and stuff like that. Been chilling. But yeah, man. So we finna get into this game here. It's the Chiefs taking on for the Raiders. Chiefs 4-1, Raiders 4-1. So. Chiefs coming up 28-3 win against the Packers. They trying to, you know, beat their rivals right here, the Raiders. Yeah, man. Y'all boys already know they top players, man. Yeah, I know the Chiefs top players. So, yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get it, y'all. We're gonna watch a little bit of this game. I'm gonna go take a shower real fast. Like I said, I just came back from the mall, so let's go take a little shower.
It's the Raiders' second-year linebacker.
I forgot.
He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs next on Madden NFL 23.
Okay.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders.
She surprised me that record, that loss on their record type shit early in the season, 4-1, but you know it's still one of the top teams, the best team in the league, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the offense have been looking a little lackluster though. I'm not gonna cap to you. But I would say defense is elite still. And it's just the offense been looking kind of sus. You know, they lost Juju last year. They brought in Tyreek Hill though. You know what I'm saying? Brought him back in. So yeah. But yeah, man. Got the Raiders actually got a pretty good record so far with their new QB, number 7. I forgot what overall pick he was. He was definitely a top 10 pick. Yeah, man, let's see how you play. I gotta check out his stats too. You know the Chiefs at home. I expect them to take care of business here today. Should be a solid game though. Maybe we'll see. What type of Chiefs show up today? Taking on the Raiders, man. Could be better than this about week 6, man. Let's get into it. Raiders will receive, touch back, and you'll see the rookie quarterback coming out here, number 7. No Mike Vick.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field.
I forgot his name. Jeremy Martin. Okay, pretty good season. So starts the season for 9 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1,300 yards. Pretty good.
You know these NFL quarterbacks.
That's solid stats.
They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his
But that QB way air, man. So he's leading them out to this pretty solid season so far. So
they'll come out throwing here.
He a lefty too. Oh, Mike Vick throws it deep. Ooh, Von Harlan draws that free. Good protection there too. This game. Chris Jones brings him down, sacks him. His first sack of the game. Okay, I lefty. That's funny. He's either gonna be him or Morris Thomas that's gonna get you, man. 3rd and 17. Looking at the now here. He throws it deep. Nope, breaking up by Jalen Watson. Nice play there. He could have caught it, but nope. Raiders and punt, kick off to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this.
Already lost last week. The Raiders said they first lost last week. Tight shit. Taking out at 34, 29. Patrick Mahomes out, man.
1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick.
Pretty good season so far. 10 touchdowns, 1 pick, 1,300 yards as well.
Because he did exactly as you want him to play.
Pretty solid, man. Pretty solid.
3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10.
Oh, so you say.
Uno.
Checo.
He'll get this to about the 38. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers. He certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On the slant, it's
Damn.
7 yards on
man.
the slant and a first
Dude, Travis Kelce. Tight shit. But he grew. But he turned into a elite tight end now, man. They picked him up. Got that X factor now.
And I thought that they played pretty
Well deserved.
last week. Their execution, their discipline.
Tyreek Hill in motion, and he hands it off to him. Tyreek Hill is going to be taken down for a loss or 2. 37, good tackle there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare
Careful, one of the best in the league. They come at you from all angles. Nice one job there. Stop him for a loss. Okay, sorry, he'll get some of that yards back. Talk about number 2nd here. Their linebacker. The Raiders there, number 8. Oh, we got Noah Fant and no, they take him down. 97. Takes him down. Behind the line.
I like the
Keep
idea
the
to
point.
mix it up
Everybody got
because
boys.
let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 45 to the 34. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's got room at the 30. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes now on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. From the 5, 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
An extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got it. Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mahomes going to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
An extra point by Butker was on target, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raiders offense ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's up into at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm. Only down 14-0, so continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Now Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
2nd and 12.
Back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw.
Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now here's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Mahomes now to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Butker now to add the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Down the left sideline.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mahomes' throw caught.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Mahomes, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
Down right around the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here. Already inside the red zone. Knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
Gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now. They'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a throw here, hauled in. So back-to-back plays, each give nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now back to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Carlson able to put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This is taken at the 18. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll look to throw again. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Jacobs. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Jacobs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. White will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that one... heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
It's Madden NFL 23. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Bengals and the Steelers under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10.
At their own 27. Back to throw here.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and then take it downfield and score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The Steelers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll go down at the 28.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll go Madison up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. And probably the wise decision there. But he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fools.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Burrow looking to pass. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. This fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if they tied the game, they couldn't go any farther, they had too many injuries? I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.